Good morning. It's great to be with you again today. My devotion today is all about the importance of spending time with God on a daily basis. And for some of you, you'll think, yeah, I know that. That's really important. But I think we all need reminding from time to time of how important it actually is. Depending on who you are, will determine how disciplined you are at doing a daily devotional. During lockdown, many of us have had more time to put time aside to do our daily devotions. Some of you may have been watching these 5-minute devotions from church, and others of you may have been doing completely different things. Over the years, I would honestly say I've gone in waves with my discipline of quiet times. I really know the importance of quiet times. I know that it's absolutely essential to my life. And yet, sometimes I would say I've been really good at it and really disciplined, and other times I'd say I've been quite bad at it and perhaps a bit lazy. And I know that when I let that slip, life sometimes slips as well. And I know that when I spend time with God, it makes me a better person. I also know how incredibly important it is that we know our Bibles. I think now there's with technology, it's really easy that we don't actually pick up our actual Bibles and we just use our phone. There's nothing wrong with using our phone, nothing at all. But we do need to know this. We need to know what it says. We can't just dip in and out of random verses. We need to know the context. We need to know what God says. And I know that that is incredibly important for each one of us. As I was thinking about what other people have said about the importance of daily time with God, one person said, reading the Bible daily helps us to live life better. And in Matthew 4, verse 4, Jesus says, people do not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. So our daily time with God needs to be intentional. Spending time in daily devotion has the power to increase our faith, strengthen our mind, and renew our spirit. As we spend intentional time with God, we are building and cultivating a personal relationship with Him. Devoting time is an intentional act of dedicating or reserving time for a specific person or thing. And I just want you to think a minute about what you do or love most. What are you devoting most of your time to? And it might well be that you are an incredible person of God, that you love God dearly, and that you know that you're brilliant at spending time with God on a daily basis. But it might be that actually as you're thinking actually perhaps I love my family more than I love God. Perhaps I love spending time watching TV more than I love spending time reading the Bible. Perhaps I love my job more. Perhaps that just comes as a higher priority. And I just want us all to think about, what is your priority? What is my priority? What do we spend our time on? And can God get more of that time? He wants the whole of us. He doesn't want 5 minutes, 10 minutes. He wants every part of us. And so for me, I know that I'll spend a few minutes doing my daily devotional, but then throughout the day, I'll talk to God, I'll include God, I'll make sure God is in my thoughts. And on the days where I know I haven't put God first, I'm not the best person. I'm not a great person. The ugly things in my life will come through. But when I'm focused more on what the Bible says and what God is saying, I become a better person. I become a more loving person, a kinder person, a person that's less moany. And there's a really great poem that over the years I have found helpful, and I'm just going to read it to you. And it is called The Difference. I got up early one morning and rushed right into the day. I had so much to accomplish that I didn't have time to pray. Problems just tumbled about me, and heavier came each task. Why doesn't God help me? I wondered. He answered, you didn't ask. I wanted to see joy and beauty, but the day toiled on, grey and bleak. I wondered why God didn't show me. He said, you didn't seek. I tried to come into God's presence. I used all my keys at the lock. God gently and lovingly chided, "My child, you didn't knock." I woke up early this morning and paused before entering the day. I had so much to accomplish that I had to take time to pray. And that wonderful poem has been an inspiration to me for many years, and I find it really, really helpful. I hope that you do too, and I hope just this prompt this morning will just help us to want to spend more time with God. God has the best for us. He has the absolute best. He is a good God, and He delights it in us spending time with Him. So be encouraged this morning, and let's get disciplined and put God in His rightful place. Have a great day. Bye-bye.